The imminent sale of a prominent New Plymouth landmark acquired under the Public Works Act in the 1930s is upsetting Taranaki Māori. Chorus has put Blagdon Hill, or Moungaroa, on the market, but Māori say the company should have spoken to them first. Our Taranaki Whanganui reporter Robin Martin has more.
The New Plymouth Council bought Moungaroa, also known as Windy Point, from Te Kaho Heramaia of Te Aotearoa for a reservoir that was never built. It was subsequently used for telecommunications, and Chorus took over ownership of half the hill when Telecom split in 2011. Chorus is now selling about 2 hectares, not required for its core operations. Taranaki iwi member Dennis Ngāwhiri says the company should have contacted Māori about its plans.
The thing is that Chorus has inherited this land from Telecom and inherited it from various other agencies going all the way back to 1935. My understanding of the Public Works Act at the time was that if land was considered surplus to requirements, it was to be offered back to the descendants.
Dr Ngāwhiri says Te Kaho would have had little choice but to sell the land in the 1930s.
Te Kaho was paid for the hill. However, as is very evident when looking through history at the Public Works Act, it's more than likely that he had no choice but to sell. Generally, Māori land at that time was considered open slather for development.
Dennis Ngāwhiri says Moungaroa was settled by the Opotiki Tawa hapu, and there are numerous wāhi tapu and archaeological sites on the hill. He would like to see it turned into a reserve. In a statement, Chorus says Moungaroa does not appear on the first right of refusal list negotiated as part of Te Aotearoa's deed of settlement, and it considers any claim or interest in the land would have been registered at the time of treaty settlement negotiations. But the cultural advisor of Ngāti Te Whiti Hapu of Te Aotearoa, Shane Cassidy, says it wouldn't have taken much to discover the hill is primarily considered Taranaki iwi land.
Been about an hour or so with us or with whoever, especially around finding the landowners of that historical site to Moungaroa, and to engage, and then hopefully that something can come out of it for both sides, for both parties, for the redevelopment of that the beautiful hill of Moungaroa.
Mr Cassidy says earlier archaeological surveys had discovered significant sites on the hill.
With the hapu of Ngāti Te Whiti, there is a concern that the wāhi tapus, we're going to dig deep again and look around and make sure that there is nothing still there that belong to Ngāti Te Whiti people.
Down at the Blagdon shops in the shadow of Moungaroa, most shoppers wanted it to become a reserve.
In Auckland, you've got all the volcanoes as parks. That could stay as a park too.
Maybe a walkway, a track, something like that everybody can use.
It'll probably be subdivided, but I don't think it should go to a iwi as of right.
Well, I don't think they should be allowed to sell it for a start.
I reckon the iwi should have the first right to buy it back.
I'd like to see a lot of native trees up there because we need the birds to come back.
Access Radio Taranaki has operated rent-free from the site for 7 years, and Chorus has offered to sell the land to it. But its manager, Alessandra Keeley, says it doesn't have the money and wouldn't want to trample over any Māori aspirations for the site. The council has no plans to sell the 2 hectares of the hill still in its possession. I ngā mutu mo te hōtaka o te ahiahi, ko Robin Martin Aho.